Mexico for 2 weeks.
In the last 5 years, have you ever been outside of the United States for more than 6 months?
No.
So here's another eligibility requirement. Out of the last 60 months, which is 5 years, they have to have lived continuously in the United States for 30 years, half of that time.
Could you say that again?
In the last 5 years,
The last 5 years.
which is 60 months,
Oh.
they have to have lived in the United States continuously for 30 months or more.
So my name is Esther Chase, and I work at the Berwyn Public Library, and we have received 2 rounds of funding from the American Dream Starts at Your Library initiative through the American Library Association and Dollar General. And we're very appreciative of the funding because it's allowed us to do quite a few things. The first thing that we did was develop a literacy collection. We did have kind of an older, forgotten literacy collection from maybe the 1970s and 80s. And so we updated all of our print materials. We got rid of everything that was older, falling apart. And unfortunately, literacy materials are kind of expensive. And so we really did need the funding to make a big splash with our new collection and bring it up to date the way that it should be. And we also added technology to our program. Through our second round of funding, we now have a smart board. We have iPads. We have 6 of them. And so our students can study pretty much anything they want to, GED, citizenship, reading, writing, you name it. We have developed our main partnership with Project CARE of Martin College, and they provide us with trained tutors who help us in our groups. And they also test students so that we can track their academic progress, from the time that they come into the program to the time that they leave. Mm-hmm. And so Project CARE's, our partnership with them is kind of elemental in giving us some stability with always having tutors, and also the academic component to show students their progress. We've also continued to reach out through the library to the community. We have lots of initiatives in the community where we do story times for early childhood literacy. We do a lot of things, but we hadn't yet really done a whole lot of outreach for adults. And so one partnership that we have coming up is with Freedom Middle School, and we are going to do English classes in the school for parents while their kids are at school. Just about half, or just over half of our population here speaks English as a second language or something like that, and about a quarter of them say that they speak English less than very well. So when you have that much literacy need in the community, there's a lot we could do, but we wouldn't be able to do it without Dollar General and the American Library.
And I was able to find out this library with Mom is there and Mom Susan. And then I was so, my experience, when I was in the library, we are passing that card.
Yeah, we study with the cards.
Yeah, all around. And then what my experience that is very funny. When I was asked by a certain, what's that question? How many senators in the United States? I answered basically 12. I'm referring to the Philippines, 12 senators.
Not the right answer for our test,
Yeah.
right? But
So
you know all the answers.
So every time, 100. So every time I smile at myself with that wrong question, but never mind.
Otherwise, she knows all the questions. She has a very, very good memory. And she knows more than one possible answer sometimes, too. So it's very good.
I'm 65. I'm already 65 on November.
But you have a very good memory, so that's good.
What funny. And I enjoy coming here.
I'm a retired civics teacher. I taught civics for 7 years in high school in Montana. And when I retired from my, about 4th job, I had moved back to Berwyn, and I had seen the flyers for citizenship, so I came and volunteered. Esther called me up, and she was very welcoming, and I came, and she said, well, you can just sit in the beginning, and then I was pretty soon I was involved just like everybody else. We use the flashcards a lot, as Robita was saying, and we also have some books that we use. Sometimes people check those books out. One of the good things about the Berwyn program is that it's not an organized class where you have to start on September 15th or you can't take it. It's come when you can and as often as you can. And I think that that's really good for people who are want information, people who, sometimes we have people who come in who really know a lot of the questions already, like Robita. It's obviously studied on her own a lot.